this may not be a question that has an answer to it, but if you were only able to look at like 6 metrics, let's say half a dozen metrics, and obviously there's so many different companies and variables, but there's 6 of like really common ones that come up that people need to be looking at?
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
There are some core metrics that at the heart of every business we recommend they get.
Yeah, I think number 1 is understanding the value of your customers. So
lifetime customer of value, it's usually called, or LTV or LC.
Right. And not only the LTV, but also the variables that impact it, right? Because if you're just looking at the lifetime value, that doesn't tell the why or the what, or, well, a lifetime value, if you just said, oh, my lifetime value of my customers is $397. When? Why? Which clients, right? You've got clients coming in for marketing efforts, organic, you've got ads, right? You've got clients who come in and purchase maybe a Tripwire product versus ones who buy your big package, right? There's so many variables that go into that. So having one average number out is not good. And so what we do is we say, yes, we want you to see LTV, but we want it broken down by source. We want it broken down over time, and we want it broken down by the customer's first product and what coupon codes they use, right? So it's one metric, but broken down with variables that allow you to see where the highs are coming from and where the lows are coming from, because you don't want an average LTV. You want a higher LTV. You want to figure out where your best customers are coming from, what they're doing, and what you're doing to attract those ones. And you want to do more of that and less of what's bringing the clients who are, spending $3 and never coming back, but they cost you 10 on Facebook. And so LTV is a huge one with those variables broken down.
And we got ROAS, which is return on ad spend, or return on investment, which again, that's got this subset of many different factors.
Right. But in more depth on that, the customer acquisition cost, right? That is a huge one. Customer acquisition cost broken down by channel. When that is overlaid with your overarching costs per channel, or the overhead and actual COGS, right? Cost of goods sold. When we put CAC next to COGS and then next to the lifetime value of the customer, those 3 metrics side by side, they give you the formula for allowable cost per acquisition, right? By channel. And we've seen companies that have grown 3,000% in the matter of a month just by having those 3 metrics side by side and understanding the relationship between the 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say those ones are some top ones.
Those are 3 good ones. What about like month over month or year over year revenue?
Yeah, month over month and year over year seasonality trends broken down by source helps a lot. I'd say the top 5. I'd say those would, if we had to narrow it down, those would be the ones that would make the most impact in the shortest amount of time.
So that's extremely illuminating. And I have to say, I know that you guys know what you're talking about, because if I've asked that question to anybody else or anybody who's owned a really successful business, none of those metrics come up. Usually, profit margin, revenue, like maybe cost of goods sold comes up sometimes. Like looking at LTV and ROAS and everything, I think in the relationship, of course, being the most important. That's fascinating.